Welcome back to Real Black and White, part of the co-working universe. JP here, WSO boom.
Also,
Please like, comment, and subscribe.
yes,
We
sir.
are we are continuing our Christopher Nolan binge. Check out Memento from last week, and this week we got one of the heavy hitters, Batman Begins.
Boom.
Now this is what starts making the name Christopher Nolan a bigger star in Hollywood, because you're taking a well-known icon and turning into something new, exciting, and something everyone wanted to see and talk about.
Yeah, it's not. I feel like it's like you see it's something new. I don't think it's nothing new, but a new version to the screens. Like he really like did his own version of the comics, like a great Gotham.
So after the failure of Batman and Robin, Warner Brothers like searched high and low for like an idea of where to go, because they had a planned sequel for Batman and Robin, and they like, nope, that got
Nah,
critically panned. It didn't make enough money. Like, we're scrapping that. So they were, tossing ideas around. Actually, one of the ones that I read about was a rejected Joss Whedon pitch, who ended up doing the Avengers many years later. They landed on Nolan and David S. Goyer to write and direct. And I was actually surprised at how much the budget was for this movie. 150 million. That's a lot of money back in 2004. But it doubled, more than doubled, 372 million. Ninth biggest movie of the year. One Academy Award nomination for Best Cinematography. It was a huge hit. And my first question for you is, when and where did you first see it?
I seen it. Ironically, I seen it after the Dark Knight.
Oh,
I
oh my
I
God, one of
never
those?
even. Yeah, that's why I think highly of it, because the other two movies that that happened to me, like the sequels, like Terminator 1, I seen Terminator 2 first.
Same.
So it's like I don't even look at Terminator 1 like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um and Rocky, I seen Rocky 2, Rocky 1. So I don't look at it like that. This the only one that I look at that I done seen like after the second one. That I'm looking like it's not that. It's not Dark Knight, but it's there. It's in the same league. So
Yeah, there's no huge jump up when you really watch it. Now, like, I think in the nerd universe and the comic book universe, like, I think Dark Knight is still just head and shoulders above everything. But real ones know. When you watch Batman Begins, you watch it, you're like, man, this movie is phenomenal.
I
But the
think the
Dark Knight,
nerd universe might have Batman Begins higher than
mm,
the average fan. I mean, the fans. The fans probably because Heath Ledger was such a great Joker.
those people are just trying too hard. But we can debate that. We can debate that after the Dark Knight. So the first time, but I'm surprised because you read comic books. Were you a big Batman fan?
Bro, around that time, what year is that? What
This is
like,
2005.
bro? Around that time,
You are eight. You are 18 years old.
bro, I'm getting girls. Like, I swear, I did not care about like the movies. I went to the movie theaters to see around that time was junk like Grudge and like bull like crap movies,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't seen it. Like, and then Dark Knight came around. I went to the movies with this girl from my old job, and I seen it, and they said it was this part two, and I was like, "What?" Because I didn't know it was a part two. It just said the
It's
Dark Knight,
amazing.
and then when I found out that that was part two, I was like, I gotta see part one, and I love part one.
So it's like I was 15 and I was trying to get girls, but I try to put my mind back then, because I remember Batman and Robin, and it was one of those kids that or one of those movies you love as a kid, but then you realize it's just complete trash. So as this movie's coming out, I didn't have like it wasn't hyped. A lot of people were like downplaying it, like, it's not going to be any good. Had low
Mm.
expectations. It's a reboot. People always kind of crap on reboots. I didn't know the director. I didn't know the star, but I just remember like the trailer. Like, yo, that looks good. Like, that just looks cool. And I got asked to go with a small group of friends. And after I watched it, I'm not a big Batman movie fan. I think I don't think I'd ever seen the original. I saw Returns and Forever once or twice on TV, and I'm looking at that. I'm like, that's the best Batman movie I've ever seen. It's not even close. They're all like, no, you can't compare it to the original. I'm like, I've never seen the original, so call me stupid. That's the best Batman movie. And I think that until The Dark Knight, it held up. Like it just kept getting a bigger, wider audience as the weeks went by. We're like, yo, you have to go see this movie. It's not a comic book movie straight up. It's just a great movie.
Right though, and that's what I said when I seen Dark Knight. I was like, "This the best Batman movie I ever seen."
Right.
And
It was the
then,
best. It was the best one for 3 years until Dark
eh,
Knight came out.
right though, and I wasn't into trailers. I never ever in my life was into trailers until probably time I met you. I like no, actually Avengers. Once the Avengers franchise like got to going, the Marvel MCU got to going, I started like digging into trailers.
Like
But
when I was in high school, I was definitely going to see a lot of movies, and that was the only chance you could see trailers. So I felt like I was seeing this trailer, every other weekend leading up
bro,
to it.
see, it's like my movies theater experience around them years around them is getting to the movies right when the junk about to
Oh,
start.
stop! What is wrong with you? You're a
Dead ass.
sociopath. You're a psychopath. What are you doing?
I'll go in there for the movie, not the first movie.
It's you're paying. If you're paying for it, you might as well get the trailers. Come on. Oh, this
It
hurts.
is what it is.
Okay, so we talked about it a little bit before. I don't think it cannot be emphasized enough how like you said it wasn't groundbreaking. I think it was when it comes to taking a comic book mold and stripping it completely down and to the bare essentials. Like opting for a darker, more realistic tone was not really done, especially to a name brand like that. And I think it was risky, but they're like, Batman Robin was it was just so over the top with the special effects and the corniness. Like, man, let's do the origin. Let's see how did he learn how to fight like that? How did he learn to be, basically a ninja? It's just awesome, and it works. It's like I want to know everything about his backstory. We get the parents getting, um, and it's very sad, and so all the motivations around it, it just works.
See, I love this movie. So, but you be making me, you be saying things that make me have to rebuttal to. It's like when you say that, like the groundbreaking. I think it's like an evolution from what they were doing, like with like X-Men and
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
X Men
But
and Spider Man.
but they looked at real.
No,
It
not
didn't look
compared to
fake.
this.
Like not compared to this, but how can like X-Men got way too many mutants to make it look super realistic. You know what I mean? Without being cheesy.
Hmm.
Um Spider-Man didn't seem realistic to you? Spider-Man one?
Spider-Man 1 again was very comic booky, very like tongue in cheek, like going for just like the feel good, like bright lights, like. And I
How
again, I
about the
know,
X-Men? Like X2
um,
was like more like the darker tone. Ain't isn't both of them before this?
I think X2 just came out before this.
But like
Dark Return, yeah, I know, but I
I
mean
think
this.
this is a way better movie and Ray written way a lot of junk than the movies I'm
Mhm.
saying.
Right,
I'm just saying like I believe he
he just
made
made
it
he just
more like he
did it
just
better. He just did it better.
yeah, that
Okay,
boom.
that's fair. That's fair.
That's basically what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
that's fair. That's fair. So again, we did Memento last week, and that was all about nonlinear storytelling. And you can tell that between him and David S. Goyer that how they wanted to tell the first hour of the story, jumping around with Bruce's origins, I think was a really smart idea. Instead of just going from kid to college to meeting Ra's al Ghul in the prison and like going back and forth between him as a kid, Bruce in prison, then he's back as a kid, and that's when what happens to his parents, and then he's back to talking with Ra's al Ghul, and then he's back in college and going to the meeting with the guy that shot his parents, and then back to the League of Shadows. Like I know it sounds like it's jumping around, but it flows so much better than just a one note because you get every aspect of Bruce's life and how it led up to the moment of him climbing a mountain to seek something that he didn't have.
Yeah, I'm with you. one of the things I would say about it is I do think, but did it might have showed enough of his parents. I think it should have showed more. Maybe it's not this movie. Maybe it's of the whole trilogy. I feel like him talking to Joe Chill, the dude that killed his parents,
Mm-hmm.
him like wanting him like dead and everything. That should have been shown more in the movie. I think a piece of that should have been shown in the movie more
Yeah, I
to
think
connect his childhood.
if this is like an eight episode series, you can the whole college years, they just skip right over it. Oh, he got kind of kicked out of college and he's back for vengeance. But it just I'll give you that. Like it pops right up. Now obviously he's very mad that he's getting out of
Oh no,
prison.
I'm
But
not even talking about him before Batman because he technically, like in the comic books, he was kind of scared of Joe Chill until he became Batman.
okay.
That's when he visited him.
Mm.
So I ain't even talking about high school days. I'm talking about after, like the whole. That's why I might not be able to fit in there. So I like the
Right.
storytelling.
That one shot when they're like, there's a member of the Bruce Wayne family here to hope to speak, and the camera's on Joe Chill,
Mm-hmm.
and Bruce is in the background. He stands up, just out of focus, and like he won't turn around to look at him, and he's
Right.
just like he's fearful. And
Uh-huh.
then as he walks away, like man, that's a damn good shot. Nolan started cooking early. All right, so let's go over the cast because it's absolutely loaded. Underrating it somehow because I'm writing down everyone that was in it, and I almost forgot about two of them, which were obvious. But let's start with the main star, one of your favorite actors, or maybe you think one of the best actors in Hollywood right now, and that is Christian Bale.
Right now, damn near ever. But
Ever. So, but go back to, do you remember any like online discourse about him becoming Batman? Like what happens
bro,
now?
I told you I didn't know I
Right.
didn't know nothing about this about Dark Knight.
But it's like the internet was clearly around in 2005, but it
I
just,
wasn't on the
chat
internet. I
rooms,
was
right?
outside.
Social media wasn't totally a thing yet. It's just funny. It's like I this is the first Christian Bale movie. Oh no, probably the second Christian Bale movie I've ever seen. I saw the one with the dragons, with Matthew McConaughey. The
You
hell is
going
that?
you will laugh at me. These two, Dark Knight is the first Christian Bale movie I ever seen,
Ring of
and
Fire.
it made me want to watch. Like he did so good of a job at Batman, I had to see him in every other movie. He became one of my top favorite actors just off of Dark Knight.
Immediately.
I'm
Immediately.
dead serious.
So like I never saw American History X. That was kind of where he had like his star making turn.
Oh,
He is that.
I
He's
did see
that
him.
before, and that movie basically got him at least an introduction into, hey, can I become Batman? Because he's so eccentric in that movie and terrifying.
Who is he in there? I
American
watched that
History.
movie.
Oh,
I don't.
Jesus, I said American History X. American Psycho. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
I seen American. See, look at you. I seen American Psycho. I seen American Psycho after all
That's
this.
yeah. Same. I'd heard of it, but I never watched it. But I just when Ben Affleck became Batman and when Robert Pattinson became Batman, it's
Trash.
like
Trash.
there's clearly like, oh, people either love it or hate it, and it's like I don't remember Christian Bale like being a controversial pick, but they
'Cause he a
were
goat.
again. He's incredible. He's incredible, and I think Batman Begins clearly shows all his talents. I think it gets away from his story in the next two movies out of this trilogy, but he's phenomenal in this. Like he's charming as Bruce, low key funny sometimes. Wears the suit well. The voice isn't obnoxious yet, like in the second one.
Yeah, you say he get away from his story in the next two.
Yeah,
No,
man.
he's the main story.
Nah, the villains take over the next two.
No. See, I think I think it don't get away from his story. You just gotta say the villains outacted him.
That's fair, but I also think
Nobody care about Bane's story, bro.
the one knock against Nolan sometimes is the push to get the best acting out of certain characters. But I think there's just so much to work with Wayne in this movie because he's only Batman for like I think 18 minutes in this movie. So it's a lot of Wayne stuff. And he's becoming Batman.
He's a lot of Wayne in all of them. So like, just be fair with Nolan.
Robert Pattinson is more Batman in his movie than all three.
Yeah, because he's a trash Wayne. Come on, bro. Nobody want to see emo Wayne.
That's
Dog,
fair.
he's a cool Batman. The
That's
good
fair.
junk he did with Batman, but nobody want to see emo Wayne. Wayne get the women.
I was gonna say in the pool.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
And in the Lambo where they're like sitting on top of each other.
Yeah.
That's
See, and I like, bro. I like when bro, when I seen this movie, I'm like, yo, he pulling off everything that Bruce Wayne is in this movie.
yeah, Bale's really good, but there's also still a lot of emotional depth there. Because
Mm-hmm.
like Alfred's telling him, what a billionaire's supposed to do, but what he really wants to do is just jump on rooftops all night.
Right. And
Okay,
it don't rush the fact that he's Batman. When he became Batman, it was like no montage of him training and whatever. He failed mad times.
yes, I like watching that. Like and every time he failed, he went back to Fox to get like something better to help him improve.
Right.
And yeah, he gets his ass kicked by he gets poisoned at one point.
Bro, it's not even like just the origin of Batman. It's the origin of like Gotham, like Fox. Like that,
We'll
you
get
don't
there.
understand like how
Yeah,
when I seen that when I first seen it, I was
yeah.
like, yo, there we go. Like I didn't see Fox in none of these other movies. Oh, they want the black man in the movie. Jesus.
It's funny. I've seen this movie like 30 times, and this is like the first time I heard Liam Neeson say his fake name, and I still didn't hear it. Like he says it, I'm like, oh, I know whatever it is. I'm not even gonna look it up because he ends up becoming Ra's al Ghul. He is Ra's al Ghul the whole time, but we don't know that yet. So Liam Neeson, again, just a phenomenal actor for
Right.
30 years,
Right.
and somehow he's underrated in this role. Because he's not the Joker and he's not Bane, but he's first of all him being like 6'6" and he's towering over Wayne. He just has this like presence about him, and the accent, and I mean he's pre-taken. He can still fight a little bit, but he's got so many great lines. Trying to teach Wayne how to become a member of League of Shadows. I think he's just so damn good in this.
And each movie is a sheer villain. There's two villains in each movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think Scarecrow outdid him so much that you overlook him. It's just like how people overlook Harvey Dent and just talk about Joker, and Harvey
Mm-hmm.
Dent did a
Great job.
crazy job.
Yep.
It's great.
All right, you mentioned. I'll skip ahead a little bit. Cillian Murphy, who
Oh,
looks like he's 13 in this movie. He's
oh,
so young compared to Oppenheimer. Yes, he does overshadow Liam Neeson because
he's the one that's underrated. But
you're
go ahead.
watching an incredible actor who doesn't do enough movies, doesn't do a lot of movies, very picky. But you're like, oh my god, his facial expressions, the look, right? When he takes his mask off when Batman shows up, and he gives the Batman line.
Yeah.
You could watch that 12 times. It's incredible how he does it. And when he's just himself, when he's Dr. Crane, he's still really damn good because he keeps everything underneath. But man, when Scarecrow comes out,
He's the villain that get overshadowed by
yeah,
everyone else.
yeah.
Like that's the one I think. I think he's the best villain in here.
I don't think he's in the movie long enough.
Boom.
Now, because there's a lot. I mean, listen, when you're
There's a
doing an
lot going
origin
on.
story, there's a lot going on. It's a 2 hour and 20 movie, 2 hour and 20 minute movie. So it's a long movie, especially back then. And he fit a lot in there. But yeah, you wish, like, man, the way the Penguin got his HBO miniseries, I wish Scarecrow could have gotten one with Cillian Murphy. It would have been incredible.
Or have
Oh,
him more in Dark Knight. It could have been there. Some of that filler shit that's in Dark Knight could have been him.
Michael Caine as Alfred.
I don't know
Just
who Michael Caine is, but I know Alfred.
come on.
I don't know what other
We
movie he
just
played in.
well, he becomes the Nolan guy. Like he's in Inception. He's in Interstellar. Like he's in The Prestige. Like he becomes the Nolan guy for a while.
Mm.
His go-to old guy. But he's also in Austin Powers Goldmember. He's Austin Powers' dad.
Oh,
But Michael Caine as Alfred is just so
the
spot
best.
on that it's almost just taken for granted. He's so good in it. He just every little line. You're right. The way him and Lucius Fox, Morgan Freeman, kind of play off each other. Just him saying like Alfred, Lucius, like those are two old goats of actors, just like acknowledging each other. Like, yeah, man, we just killed this scene. But Morgan, so you tell me about Morgan Freeman. Tell me about Lucius Fox because This
Which of a,
you said this is the first time that he kind of showed up
yeah, he's
in
not
the
in none
movie.
of them other movies. The other movies made it seem like Batman is the brains behind the technology.
So he's basically the Q to James Bond, where like
I don't
Wayne,
watch
like
that garbage.
well, Wayne has all the money, but he needs a technical supervisor.
Yeah, but Lucius works for him.
Yes.
So he's more than just that. Like it's not just tech. Like he
Mhm.
handled like his finances and all that also.
Right. Well,
Like
by the end of the movie, he's running the whole board of
yeah. And as the
trustees.
movies go on, you see that. Like he is he's the Batmobile. He's all that. And it's just like Batman got all the credit for it in all the other movies. It's no Lucius Fox. For someone to be the playboy billionaire, he can't be making weapons. So
No.
like it's obvious that like, that's what the other movies was missing, but they rather focus on a butler. Nolan did a good job of focusing on everything
So Tony Stark built all his stuff. Wayne didn't have that kind of.
because Wayne is not as smart as Tony Stark.
Yeah.
He's richer, but not as smart.
All right, let's talk about Rachel Dawes. You talk about my flaw of the movie. I know there was a time and place for Katie Holmes, and that was circa 2003 to 2005. Like she had a moment, and she was dating or married to Tom Cruise, and when Tom Cruise jumped up on
That's
Oprah,
how I know her.
when
Okay.
when he jumped up on the couch, I love Katie Holmes, I love Katie Holmes, and that completely ruined Tom Cruise for a few years. And it's just one of those. She's very pretty. She has a striking face that a camera loves, but my God, she has no acting ability. And when we talk about all these names in this movie, we even got into Gary Oldman or Tom Wilkinson, who's Detective Gordon and Carmine Falcone. These are Oscar nominated. All of them are Oscar nominated or winning actors, and Katie Holmes is right in the middle of it.
I ain't even gonna hold you though. Until you pointed out today about when you said the bad acting, I just threw out a name. I just thought like Liam Neeson.
Hmm.
Because like I think they did so good of acting, like they hit her. And that's my problem with Doom.
What
Two.
did they?
Doom 2. I think she brung the movie down. She right here can't bring the movie down because there's so much great acting around her, and she's
Mm-hmm.
not in a ton.
Nope.
But I get what you're saying with the part she in, because then you look at like who she's talking to in the scene, and they're out acting her by a far.
When she gets off the subway train and
Oh my god!
the two guys try to take her out and Batman saves her, but when she points the taser at him, that's right. You better run.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought that's how white girls do.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, the best she looked. I don't know. I got nothing. She there's a reason she was not asked back for the Dark Knight,
Facts.
and it's pretty clear that she just. Yeah, I don't know. I think they may have ran out of a budget with all the other names, and maybe he was trying to catch lightning in a bottle because she was popular at that time. It's like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna make her an even bigger star, and it just didn't work.
I don't even recognize her as Rachel. I won't even lie. This is one thing that messed me up. I kept figuring out, like, who the hell is she?
Right? You had to
In
go
part
backwards
two,
because you did the Dark Knight first, so
yeah.
you got
I was
Maggie
like,
Gyllenhaal as
where is
Rachel.
Rachel?
Where did she go?
Where's Rachel? And I'm still, it took like to the third watch. It was like, wait,
Oh, it's
this
the
is
same.
Rachel.
It's the same one. You thought it was like a different girlfriend.
Yeah. I'm so serious.
All right, I don't want to gloss over Gary Oldman as Detective Gordon because
Oh, yeah.
he's just again another great actor that Detective Gordon, I guess I like seeing the beginnings of him too. I mean, he puts the coat over him as a kid after his parents get murdered, and just to see him evolve and like, all right, he's a good cop. I'm no rat. Says I'm no rat. He's just really good, and I actually like him more as the detective than when he becomes commissioner. But can't gloss over how like we're just finding all these great actors, not finding, but convincing all these actors to take smaller roles when they've all been leads before. And Tom Wilkinson was nominated for an Oscar the year before in Michael Clayton and Carmine Falcone. Sorry, I don't mean to step on anything you're about to say, but how come he doesn't come back in these? Like, he's a big deal in Gotham, right?
He in
Or did
jail.
he just like they made him obviously go crazy with the Scarecrow, and
Yeah,
so
he
he
in
never came
jail.
back.
So he
He just
ain't
never
coming
came
back
back.
from. You can't come back from that Scarecrow's. Well, they did. You could come back, but he's in jail, murder and everything.
Well,
So they
yeah, but
focus on the other.
yeah, well, half of them got out. I assume Falcone was such a big name in Gotham that like
No,
one
it's
of
3 big names, mafias, because they focus on Maroni
Baroni.
the second time.
Mm-hmm.
They both like Batman enemies. What was you just talking about?
Gary Oldman,
Oh yeah, him, Bell, Mr. Butler, Alfred,
Michael Caine.
and Michael Caine, and Morgan Freeman. They're the ones that's consistent in all 3 movies, and
Mm-hmm.
I believe like they hold all 3 movies together. And we had talked about each one because
Their
I think
relationships. Yeah.
yeah, but I'm talking about like holding the movie. I forgot how great he is in it. Like what you ever watch Batman the cartoon? He
Not
fixed
really.
that to me.
Mm.
And me seeing this and seeing him was at detective because I never seen him at detective. So that's fire to watch him become commissioner. Like the steps of how everything happened. I like that.
Okay, so this is one of my favorite categories because I've always claimed that music and scores are the most underrated parts of every movie. And what Hans Zimmer does with this score elevates this movie to another level. It can be 2 simple notes. They are so powerful.
Mhm.
And it in my mind it becomes I like the old school Batman theme. I get it. I get it. But when I think of Batman, I think of those 2 notes. It's the beginning of an all-time collaboration with Nolan because he does Inception, he does Interstellar, he does Dunkirk, he does all 3 of these movies. And just the constant tension in the scenes with that music. It's the reason Hans Zimmer is considered one of the best of all time. And this is one of the starts. Like, yeah, he'd done Pirates of the Caribbean, which was big. He'd done The Lion King, which was big. But man, when he starts getting with The Dark Knight and creating some iconic music,
What Lion King?
the main soundtrack, the score, like the
The,
Circle of
like
Life,
the first Lion King?
the OG.
Uh,
Yeah,
that's way like Lion King's probably like top 2 scores of all time.
yeah, they
Unless it's
won an
like one.
Oscar for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he had yeah.
So you mentioned Batman later. Like that
It
Lion
just
King
keeps
score
going,
is
man.
like that might
And
be
he,
number 1.
I actually fully agree with you. It's that and Inception, I think, are just above everything. But he also did
Bruh.
Dune. He also did Dune. I mean,
But the sounds of doing is fire.
do you think this is easily the funniest of the 3 movies? I think there's a lightheartedness to this a little more. No,
I
because
think
I
the
like.
funniest is Dark Knight.
I don't know, man. I think
Bro,
it's too serious. Like the first one just has the.
what?
It's
I think he's more serious in Dark Knight than he is in but I think as a movie, I think Dark Knight got more funnier parts.
I guess when you consider yourself what the Joker's doing, you can consider it be funny. But like I'm talking about the written lines, like where Kane's like, when you were gonna save Gotham, you had this whole plan. What is that? Damn good television. Wayne buying the hotel from him, telling him he's gonna have new rules for the pool
Oh yeah,
area.
that's
With that
funny.
little smirk. Alfred on the jet home saying you can borrow the rolls if you like. Just make sure you have a full tank of gas in it. And I think the funniest line, and it catches me off guard every time I watch it because I forget about it, but it's Falcone when he's talking to Dr. Crane and he pulls out the mask.
These crazies, you can't stand it. So when did the nut take over the nut house?
That might be my favorite funny line of the whole series. It's so good. But there is a ton more that I just didn't write down. I'm like, it's just like it's sneaky, funny, good writing where it's like you're not trying to make a joke. Maybe they are trying to make a joke, and that's why it seems more obvious than just kind of letting the characters be themselves and sometimes be funny, like with Joker.
See you focus on the Joker and Dark Knight. Like him and Alfred have funny moments too. Like even like with the part when they close down all the stuff and you say
Yes,
when I'm like they gonna lock me up. He says, I'm gonna say you did the whole thing. It was
I was
all
gonna
your
say,
idea.
it was all your idea. That's a good one.
Like
That's a good one.
Harvey Dent he has some like a couple of good jokes. Him and what's called him banter, Commissioner, like, and then Joker, him and the black man. Every time he was on screen together, the jokes what's his name? The one that he ended up the one he ended up killing. Like, it's a lot of jokes in there, bro. Like, I don't know.
We're gonna watch it. I think the first one's a little funnier.
Let's watch.
But I also love the deep emotion in this movie between his father and Wayne. The whole they constantly flash back, especially when he's in trouble, to his dad asking him, why do we fall? Don't be afraid. And the whole stethoscope at the very end after it gets me every time because they don't talk. It's just soothing music, and it's just him holding the stethoscope to his heart, and I love the shot because the kid Wayne doesn't even like smile or anything. It's just he's just kind of looking at his dad like with like loving grace, and it's just you got to have that emotion to keep the movie grounded, especially after all the action scene that just happened, and we like bring it back to like he's doing this because his parents were taken away from him way too young. It's just a very moving scene.
I think it's just his dad too, and I think Nolan is a great writer, and I think if I know I gotta save it for I gotta save it for The Rise, but I know what The Rise was gonna be, and it was gonna be about his crazy ass mom, and like bro, I know I like it would have dived in the history of his mom being mentally ill because Arkham Asylum is named after her family. I don't know if you knew that.
Well, I learned that in the Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Oh yeah, they do.
But I also, just in general, poor Martha Wayne. I don't know who the actress is. She gets like 2.5 lines throughout it all. Like,
gotta check.
Yeah, it really is about his dad. Okay, so let's talk about the ending. So we learn that Ra's al Ghul and Dr. Crane have been poisoning Gotham's water supply for weeks or months. And they even talk about like, well, how come we haven't felt the effects? Well, all of a sudden we find out that a microwave emitter has been stolen off of one of Wayne's ships. And to release that in the, I want to call it the ghetto of Gotham, and it creates the same toxin that Crane uses on his patients to make them see horrific visions and completely makes them go insane, and was going to use put that on a train and go right to Wayne Tower and spread it all across Gotham and basically watch it burn. Thankfully, we got Batman. We got Detective Gordon driving his car. What do you think of the ending? Like, does it live up to a great movie as an action movie?
You got me tripping right now because you said the ghetto. That's called something, and I'm aggravated. I can't.
I know.
I can't think of
the
it,
reason I didn't call it that.
The
reason I called it the ghetto is because I couldn't remember what they called it.
Man, get out of here, dog. You don't know.
I mean, listen, downtown Chicago looked beautiful. I don't know what that was. I don't want to live there.
Oh my god! But yeah, at the ending.
Do you like how easily he takes out? Do you like how easily he takes out the League of Shadows?
No, I think he's not ready to take out the League of Shadows. I was just saying, like, I don't think he's that good of enough Batman, like, yet. I really don't. But
I can't defeat 2 of your pawns. Okay, then.
And beat Scarecrow. Like, nah.
Yeah, he actually. I mean, he doesn't even go against Scarecrow in the ending. Right? Like yeah. Dawes takes him out with a taser. Ugh, get out of here. Get out of here with that. He was awesome on the horse. Him on the horse.
Oh no, when he seen Batman, oh my god. That was funny.
That was cool.
Ain't that's how he got taken out?
No, like he's about to he finds Rachel and who's helping the little boy, and he's on the horse, and she just tasers his face, and then he goes flying off. He has no interaction with Batman.
No, I thought he saw Batman as Batman, like, and he seen Batman as a scary, like.
That was when at the water supply. That was when he poisons Rachel in the middle of the movie. You want to taste your own medicine, doctor? And and he's saying Ra's al Ghul, that's who I'm working with. And he's like, Ra's al Ghul's dead. That's all earlier in the movie. At the climactic
Oh,
scene, there's no Scarecrow versus Batman scene.
you're right.
Rachel
You're
Dawes
right.
takes him
Rachel
out.
do. Yeah, you're right.
Kind of lame.
You are right. That
Kind of
is
lame.
whack.
But the fight between Batman and Ra's al Ghul on top of the train, pretty cool. While Gordon is driving to Wayne Tower, and talk about good writing because they bring it up multiple times. You got to learn to know your surroundings. Like he does it when they're fighting on the ice. He does it when he's getting trained, or his final test with the League of Shadows happens in Wayne Manor when the giant ceiling falls on Wayne. So they bring that line, and then at the very end, he's going one-on-one, all while Gordon is taking out the train. He's like, "You never learn to mind your surroundings." It's like, man, full circle. It's really damn cool. But my question is, how do you feel about the line, "I don't have to kill you, but I don't have to save you either"?
I know you one of the people saying Batman killed him, but he don't have to save him. But yeah, but to be real with you,
Well, is it
knowing
the
in
same
comics, no,
Okay.
he saves villains. Like he done saved the Joker before.
Sure, he saves him in the Dark Knight. But so how come he didn't save Ra's al Ghul?
That's your boy.
Oh, I'm okay.
That's your
So
boy
you don't
Nolan.
like it? That was my question. You didn't really answer. I'm like, do you like it?
I really didn't mind until I really started getting like real deep into the junk. He don't like if you're gonna save the Joker, why not save Ra's al Ghul?
I mean, it's an awesome scene where he flies out the back of the train. I mean, and Liam Neeson just accepts it. One of those good I'm about to die faces.
But I know he didn't want to make it like cartoonish, but that's why he come back in part 3 from the Lazarus pit. Like, come on, dog. You don't know about the Lazarus pit? Ra's al Ghul, that's how he stayed alive for a long time. It's the Lazarus pit.
Nerd. So, all right, it's a good ending. I think we're gonna have for me a theme with the endings of these movies that kind of have
Oh
maybe
no,
falls
you ain't
a
gonna do that.
little flat. We'll get there. We'll get there. But I think they could always be better. So let's go to the very, very end. I think this has to be one of the best teasers for a sequel ever in a movie. So we get the new. We're on top of the police station. We're knocking the new bat signal.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about how everything's changing now. Now he's what did Gordon? What is he now? Before he becomes
chief.
Chief. Okay.
Police chief.
He's rattling your cages, but it's like he's talking about all the good things, but then he's like, but you're a man in a mask, and half of the criminals are out there. Like we buy automatic, they are semi-automatic. The villains buy automatic. Like it's a really cool like positive and negative of what Batman represents. And he's like, take this guy for example, double homicide, flair for the dramatic like yourself. And when he hands him that damn card and he flips it over to the Joker.
Leaves a calling card. I'll look into it.
Woo! Let's go.
I wish I would have been that hype, but I already seen it.
Already seen Dark Knight. You didn't get to experience that. Oh my God. The theater erupted, bro. Like, I don't know Batman well, but I know the Joker. And that was just freaking awesome. Because it also just like, oh, they're gonna do a sequel. This is back when I didn't know they had a trilogy planned for this. I didn't know Nolan had it all written out. But
right.
You would totally obviously tease the second movie. It's like, and you loved it. Like, this is the very end. I've loved this movie. I want to watch it again. And now you're gonna give me a freaking sequel with the Joker.
Joker. Fucking fire.
And I didn't even know Heat was coming, man.
Nobody knew he was gonna do that good of a job.
I'm so sad that you didn't get to experience that. That's crazy.
And I said, that's fire. When I watched, I said, that's fire. That's how you end it.
Yeah, it's a good transition.
Yeah, and that's why your Iron Man can't mess with it. Like,
oh, here we go. I am Iron Man. I am Batman.
Which one's better? I am Iron Man or the showing the Joker? It's showing the Joker.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
You know which one is better.
That's a good question though, man. Like I Am Iron Man was freaking cool. Like
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm letting everybody know this. But the way the card turns over, like man, those are probably the top two. All right, let's give a rating for this out of 5 stars. I don't take this lightly when I say this is a 4.5 out of 5 movie. Now, you giving 5 out of 5s just willy nilly, I won't do. I can't do. It's not a perfect movie. We just talked about Katie Holmes. It's not a perfect movie. I can't give it a perfect score.
What?
Bro.
Ain't no such thing as movies are like art. It's interpretation. Ain't no such thing as a perfect movie. It could be a perfect movie in your mind, but is there no such thing as a perfect movie because movies are art?
Bro, this is not see, now you're gonna make me crap on it, which I'm not. It's a 4. I don't give many 4.5s. I think I've only given one of those.
Hey, you could keep your
so
half.
far. Bro, it's not a 5 out of 5. It's a great movie. It's not an all-time great movie. It just isn't.
Oh, yes, it is.
It's just not.
See, that's where me and you differ also. I think it's an all-time great movie.
You need to watch more movies.
Bro.
Or you need to be harsher with your scores. You can't give this a 5 out of 5.
It's an all-time great movie. I even looked up like where they had this as like origin movies. They had this pretty high.
Like you need to save your 5s for like
it's
your all-time like top 10, 12. Like you can't just throw 5s around.
This is a top 10 movie of mine. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I think this is the greatest trilogy ever created, and we just beginning. We just beginning. This is the greatest trilogy ever created, and we're just beginning.